Wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready up. Ready.
Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Blue striker. Hut.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Falcons in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Going play action. Ritter. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Faking the handoff. Howell. Thomas brings it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And Howell will throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. There he goes, left side. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with it. Touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Second down and a run by Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing here, Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Zach Harrison in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Third and 12. Dotson in motion right. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Third and long, here's Howell. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jahan Dotson, 33 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throwing into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Red, yellow. Cut.
On play action, here's Ritter. And his throw here's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
We'll try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Yellow.
In motion, Hollins.
Smash. Red. Set.
Robinson up the middle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That one deep for London. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, 34 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
This next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Robinson on a give right side. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's go now. Jet. Ready.
They'll run with Robinson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Seal, black. Hut.
Ritter now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ritter with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Al down to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First down, here's Ritter. This pass is caught by London. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Robinson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On second down, Ritter. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Scotty Miller from 3 yards out. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Koo now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and 9 here. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that will, of course, move the football up the field. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 3rd and 6. Here's Howell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Right on the coverage, we just saw him break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Strike.
Now Ritter going to change up the look.
Next red. Steal. Check steal. Ready?
They begin the drive with Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 124 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Drill green. Cheetah.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Ritter off the play fake. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now they go play action with Howell. is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Second down, Howell now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Howell. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
Ready.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Claws red. Black ultra. Set.
Ritter with it after the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready, ready.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we also talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Howell. Toward the center of the field, It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Handoff now to Robinson. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Powell going to audible to something else. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice point of attack and not giving ground.
Powell's throw taken in by Samuel. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. That one goes for 24 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Able to push his way through. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Look at the big man rumble. He's on his way. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 98 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got... They need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off-play action. It's Howell. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll go play action. Howell. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Ritter back to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. Ritter from the gun. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, Ritter. This ball down the field for Pitts. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Falcons are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. Now he's loose down the middle of the field and all the way down to the 17-yard line. 176 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Here's Ritter. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Double 38. Ready.
They'll try to run with Robinson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Powell changing the play here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
Going play action. Ritter. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that nearly intercepted, but it's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Ready, ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hut, hut.
On play action, here's Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Yellow, one. Opposite, green. Ready.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Robinson will score. Touchdown Atlanta. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. On first down, Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The guard starting, still private as ever. The gang driving together, your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. They don't love it, they don't love it, they don't love it. I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name.